I request Professor Baldevanand Sagar to...
Om Sadgurubhyo Namo Namah. The theme and title of my paper is Dada Bhagwan's philosophy, how we can make it global. So first of all, is it necessary to make it global? That is my question. First of all, I would like to state that in 21st century we are living in a new era of advancement of technology and material sciences. Humankind is still struggling for universal peace and spiritual prosperity. In spite of all kind of material achievements, the quest for perfection as human being is as important as it was in ancient time. Therefore, our spiritual journey needs the universalization of Dada Bhagwan's philosophy of holistic science. Second point, philosophy of holistic science of Dada Bhagwan. What is that philosophy? I am asking myself and then I am replying. As we go through the teachings and preachings of Dada Bhagwan, we understand the comprehensive approach towards life. According to him, life's highest aim can be realized only when it is understood comprehensively. The worldly life should be accepted not only in its outer aspects but also in its inner aspects. Scientific and technological development needs to be blended with moral values and spiritual aspects to benefit the entire world. Holistic science includes the physical, emotional, intellectual, spiritual and social aspects of life and living. Holistic science provides practical guidelines for an integral approach to health, wealth, prosperity and peace for all. Dadaji's explanation of Maya is that we can relate to very easily. While he agrees that Maya, in bracket, illusion, is the greatest hurdle in the path of moksha, that is liberation. The description of Maya in the scriptures is more by way of similes. He describes Maya as saying that her 6 sons are anger, pride, deceit, greed, attachment and hatred. While she herself is the 7th one, and that is ego. And as long as ego is alive, even if one kills all other sons, they will be resurrected. It is nothing but a delusion. And one will trapped in it until one realizes with the help of a jnani that his true self is the pure soul. We find this theory in Srimad Bhagavad Gita in 16th chapter, shloka number is 24. Ahankarah balam darpam kamam krudham cha samshritaha mamatma paradeheshu pradvishantobhyasuyakaha. Meaning by possessed of self-conceit, power, insolence, lust and anger, the demoniac always envies blasphemy of me, who is the soul residing in all bodies. Yogeshwar Krishna speaks the words Mam Atma Paradeheshu Pradvishanto, meaning the demoniac despise the Supreme Lord abiding within the etheric heart of their bodies as well as the bodies of others as Paramatma, the Supreme Soul. The evil and abominable actions executed by the free will of those possessing a demoniac nature never directed, motivated or influenced by the scripture. According to the absolute authority of the Vedic scriptures, the Samaveda states, it would be the height of ignorance and foolishness to consider all actions to be under the auspices of the Supreme Lord, when He has expressly bequeathed free will to humans and other higher developed beings to give them the choice to surrender to Him with devotion. The Supreme Lord would never decree it any other way to force a living entity to be devoted to Him. Every action that one commits certainly has a returning reaction of retribution, but the recipient of that reaction is only the one who physically or in special cases mentally causes a physical effect to manifest. It is little bit technical and difficult, but in simple words I would say that how our ancestors or Vedic scholars have described the Maya, Jeev, Brahm, Dada Bhagwan also used to describe it in his very simple style and simple language, and that we have to understand and that we have to practice. The call of time to make this science as global, this was already there and Dada Bhagwan has reinvented. So how we can make it global? The world needs different religions, cults and deities to meet the vastly different needs of individual. As the Gita doctrine is beyond religious and national boundaries, the philosophy of holistic science of Dada Bhagwan is for global unity. Here I would like to give the example of moral at the entrance of this office gate. There we have seen all the cults and paths and religions and sects symbol is given there. So this is the unity in diversity, and that is the aim of preaching and teachings of Dada Bhagwan. We the followers, we the scientists, we the researchers and we the thinkers of this unique science are supposed to take it to nooks and corners of the universe as desired by Dadaji. Dadaji compares the import of Vedanta, which says that when impurity, distractions and ignorance, that is technical word in Vedanta, madam you must be knowing, mal vikshepa agyan, disappear, one can attain liberation. With the Jain teachings that say when attachment, hate and ignorance, that is raga, dvesha, agyan, are removed, liberation is attained. Thus he emphasized that both systems emphasize the need to deal with ignorance. This can be dealt with only by removing the attachment to the wrong things and fixing the gaze onto the pure soul, that is Shuddhatma. There is profound ethics in the teachings of Dadaji when he enlightens speakers, enlightens seekers, sadhak शब्द का यूज किया है, seekers on the right conduct, the role of emotions in accruing karma and how sleep, dream, fear, etc. function in life. Dadaji speaks about the importance of making adjustments, avoid conflict, adopt frugality, and explains how becoming engrossed in sensual pleasures, those are Vishayas, prevents us from attaining liberation, moksha. Dada Bhagwan says that once he gives the seekers jnana, which has the sweetest and most unique taste, no sense pleasure in the world would be comparable thereto. There are the few important points which compel and motivate us that this practical, simple and very useful philosophy of holistic science of Dada Bhagwan in day-to-day life should be propagated globally. Last para. Now, as electronic and social media is very much in common use, so with the help of this powerful and influential tool, we can go ahead to make this science as global vision. Thank you very much.